Yeah, good evening. See, you're learning jump statements. Jump statements. Okay. Jump statements, break statement, break label statement completed. Next one, continue statement. Continue statement. See, it passes the control to the next iteration of a loop. It passes the control to the next iteration of a loop. It passes the control to the next iteration of a loop. Yesterday you studied break label. Okay. Now today you will study continue label. Dissolve. Continue statement. It passes the control to the next iteration of a loop. It passes the control to the next iteration of a loop. See, break statement terminates the loop, but continue statement, it passes the control to the next iteration of a loop. That means it is going to continue only. That's what name is continue. Break breaks the loop. Continue continues the loop. So that's what words are break, continue. Okay. Now it passes the control to the next iteration of a loop. If you see coding, you will understand. Okay. See, I'll open Edit Plus. Now, suppose for loop integer I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Now, system dot out dot println I. What is the output comes? 1 to 10. Okay. If I double equal to 5, break. What is the output? 1 to 4. Any doubts are there? Yesterday completed, no? Yesterday only. 1 to 4. Okay. Suppose if I write continue, what will happen? I'll explain. Okay. I'll explain. Next question I'll ask. Okay. Because new people will be there. Those who already learned C language, they can give answer. Those who already learned C language, they can give answer. Those who learned Python also, they can give answer. Those who learn other language, they can give answer. Now here, first I value 1. Okay, int I equal to 1. After this, I less than or equal to 10. Okay, int I equal to 1. The execution order remember. But don't remember I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus like this all. You remember execution order. How that is going to be executed. The process remember. Okay, see. Int I equal to 1. Int I equal to 1. First that is executed. After this, I less than or equal to 10. True or false? True. So then it will enter. It will enter into loop. It is true. It is true. It will enter into loop. Okay. This body executed. Body. So condition true. I value 1. 1 less than or equal to 10. True. After this control comes here. 1 double equal to 5. True or false? False. False means out of if. False means out of if. Okay. Out of if. System dot out dot println I. So 1 printed. So here output is 1. Output 1 comes. After printing 1, from here control comes here. Okay. So after this system dot out dot println, again control comes to I plus plus only. Okay. I will become 2. 2 less than or equal to 10. True. 2 double equal to 5. False. So 2 printed. Like this only 3 double equal to 5. False. So from here control comes here. Again 3 less than or equal to 10. 3 double equal to 5. False. 3 printed. 4 double equal to 5. False. Printed. 5 double equal to 5. True. Then continue. Continue. From here, what I given? It passes the control to the next iteration of a loop. So from here control comes I plus plus. From here control comes, but 5 will not be printed. 5 not printed. Continue, continues the loop. Continue, continues the loop. So continued. 5 not printed. It will become 6. 6 less than or equal to 10. True. 6 double equal to 5. False. Then 6 printed. Okay. Later 7. 7 less than or equal to 10. True. 7 double equal to 5. False. 7 printed. After that 8. After that 9. 10. Okay. After printing 10, it will become 11. 11 less than or equal to 10. Then out of. So what is output? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 to 10. 1, 2, 4, 6 to 10. Except 5. 1 to 5 except 5. Say 1 to 10 except 5. Say 1 to 10 except 5. I'll compile this code. Command prompt I'll open. First I'll save this program. File, save. I'll compile Java C demo.java. Java demo. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So whenever continue executed, control passed to next iteration. Next iteration passed. From here control passed to here. Whenever continue executed. When continue executed, whenever I value 5. Then only continue. This output is 1 to 4 and 6 to 10. Okay. That means 1 to 10 except 5. Write this code. One to 4 and 6 to 10. So output is 1 to 10 except 5. 1 to 10 except 5. Is it over? Shall I ask some questions? No. Just here, double equal to is there. Just I greater than 5. One to 5. One to 4. 1 to 4. 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 6 to 10. See, again confusion started. If you listen with more concentration, you can give right answer. One to 5, 1 to 4. Any other? 1 to 4, 1 to 5. Any other? Okay, here also 20 answers came. 1 to 5, except to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, except 6. 5 to 10. 6 not printed. No output. Different answers coming. See, myself I am teaching to all students same. There is no difference. Like your listening power is different, your thinking power is different. Just you can go outside better. Everyday phone call means no emergency is there, okay. Daily you are listening, daily, every day. Emergency or urgence, okay, I'll accept. You can no, you can go. No, what I'm saying is, if I allow all people will speak out. Every day I'm saying that's what, not today. Now only today means it's okay. One day, 2 days means okay. If any urgent is there, emergency is there, go. I'm not saying anything. I'll give freedom. No need to worry. See. See. But every day means that's the reason I'm saying. Already 3 times I've seen. Now. What is output? 1 to 5. 1 minute. How many people answer 1 to 4? How many people answer 1 to 4? What happened? With louder voice he said. So you are depending on a friend answer again. How many people answer 1 to 5? 1 to 5. Okay. Say 1 less than 5, true or false? 1 greater than 5, true or false? False means printed. So 2 greater than 5, printed. 3 greater than 5, printed. 4 greater than 5, printed. 5 greater than 5, false, printed. 6 greater than 5 means continue. 7 greater than 5, continue. So output is 1 to 5. 1 to 5 is the right answer. So 1 to 5. So output 1 to 5. No done. Output 1 to 5. Okay. So concept remember. Then any code snippet you can give answer. Concept if you remember. Say I equal to 1. 1 less than or equal to 10 true. 1 greater than 5 false. 1 printed. It will become 2. 2 less than or equal to 10 true. 2 greater than 5 false. 2 printed. Like that only 3 greater than 5 printed. 4 greater than 5 printed. 5 greater than 5 false printed. Whenever 6 comes, continue. Whenever 7 comes, continue. 8 comes, continue. 9 comes, continue. Like that 10 also continue. Okay. Whenever continue executed, control comes here. That is. Suppose I less than 5. Say already 4-5 members, no output they are saying. Because yesterday no output came, no? Yesterday I less than 5 means no output. But today concept is Today concept is different, no? Five to 10, 6 to 10. Okay. 5 to 10, 6 to 10. Any difficulty is there? True means continue, false means printed. True means continue, false means printed. 5 less than 5, true or false? False means what will happen? 5 printed. But 6 to 10, 6 to 10 they are giving majority full. True means continue, false means printed. Nothing is there. Now 5 less than 5, true or false? False means printed. False means printed. True means continued. 5 less than 5, false. It will be printed. So what is output? 5 to 10. So 1 to 4 also selected. See, every person thinking power is different and listening power different. That is the reason multiple answers comes. Okay. So 5 to 10. 1 less than 5, true, continue. 2 less than 5, true, continue. 3 less than 5, true, continue. 4 less than 5, true, continue. 5 less than 5, false. Then printing started. 6 less than 5, false, printed. 7 less than 5, false, printed. Like that. Okay. Now this output is 5 to 10. Now this one also write it. Is it over? Suppose this one I'll write in another loop, nested loop. Okay. This will print 5 to 10. This will print 5 to 10. Okay. Now, for integer j equal to 1, j less than or equal to 3, j plus plus. Okay. Now, think yourself and give me answer. 5 to 10, 3 times. So, this will print 5 to 10. How many times iterated? 3 times. So 5 to 10, 3 times. 5 to 10, 3 times. Note on this one also. Five to 10, 3 times. See, when continue executed, from here, control comes here. Continue continues the loop. Continue continues the loop. So continues the loop. So control comes here only, inner loop only. Okay. So what is output? 5 to 10, 3 times. 5 to 10, 3 times. Over. Suppose continue label is there. One more concept. Next, note down. Continue label statement. It passes the control to the specified label loop. It passes the control to the specified label loop. It passes the control to the specified label loop. It passes the control to the specified label loop. See, continue is a keyword. Label is a identifier. So write this one. Here, continue is a keyword. And label is an identifier. Here, continue is a keyword and label is an identifier. Here, continue is a keyword and label is an identifier. Okay. It passes the control to the specified label loop. Label, you can write capital letters also, small letters also, mixed letters also. But continue is a keyword, compulsory small letters only. Okay. See, suppose here one label I'll write. Okay. Something outer. Capital letter you can write, small letter you can write, mixed letters you can write. But if you write capital letters, very quickly you can identify label. That's what we are writing. That's it. If you write small also works. Suppose inner. Now, which loop you want to continue? That is you can write. Suppose outer. Here, what will be happen is now, whenever this statement executed, from here, control comes to J++. Because outer loop continued. Continue inner if I write, control comes to I++. So, whichever label you write, that label continued. That label loop continued. Specified label loop continued. So, if I write like this, think yourself and give me answer what will be the output. What then? 5 to 10 one time. No output. Five to 10 3 times. 3 times. No output. What will be the output? No output. Five to 10 3 times. 5 to 10 one time. No output. Okay, any other? How many people answer no output? Okay. Next, 5 to 10, 3 times. Next, 5 to 10, 1 time. Remaining people. See, starting, given right answer. After discussion, changed answer. Absurd. First he given right answer. No output, only right answer. No output. After discussion, he changed answer. That's what don't discuss, I'm saying. Whatever you know, that is give answer. Your thinking is right sometimes. While discussing what will happen, you will compromise with your answer, friend answer. That will be happen. First he has given no output. Later he changed it to 5 to 10. See, first 1 less than 5. What will happen? True. Continue outer. It is directly j plus plus. Again 1 less than 5. Continue outer. Again 1 less than 5. Continue outer. Over. So first what will happen? Integer j equal to 1. What is the j value? 1. From here control comes here. J less than or equal to 3. 1 less than or equal to 3. True. It will enter. I less than or I equal to 1. I less than or equal to 10. True. Then it will come here. 1 less than 5. Continue outer. True it is. Continue outer. It will become 2. 2 less than or equal to 3. True. It is 1. 1 less than or equal to 10. True. 1 less than 5. Continue outer. From here it comes 3. 3 less than or equal to 3. True. Again 1. 1 less than or equal to 10. True. 1 less than 5. True. Continue outer. 4. 4 less than or equal to 3. False. Out of. So no output. No output. Okay. Don't depend on friend answer. Don't depend on majority people answer. Whatever you know, that is give. Wrong also, nothing will happen. Okay. So system.out.println will not be executed. It will not be executed. Because 1 less than 5 true, continue outer. It comes to outer loop. This is break continue label. Suppose continue inner if I write. What will be the output? Continue inner. 5 to 10, 3 times. Because only continue also there only. Continue inner also there only comes. 1 to 10, 5 to 10, 3 times. Continue inner if you write. Is it over? Over. How many categories of statements are there? 3 categories. What is the first category name? Selection statements. Second category name? Iteration statements. Third category name? Jump statements. Jump statement. First category, how many statements are there? 5. What are those? If else, if else, nested if, switch. In these 5, 4 completed. Switch, I didn't explain. Next, iteration statements, how many? 5. What are those? While loop, do while loop, for loop, enhanced for loop, nested loops. One is not completed. That is enhanced for loop. Okay. Next, jump statements, how many? 5. What are those? Break, break label, continue, continue label, return. Return not completed. Return comes under methods. In a method, we'll write return. At the time we'll study. So 3 statements I didn't explain. In each category, 1 statement I didn't explain. Each category 1 statement. So first category is switch statement. Switch statement, so many changes came. With the lambda expression also possible. That's what that I'll cover later. Enhanced for loop. Without arrays not possible. Either arrays required or collections framework required. Then only enhanced for loop. Normal printing not possible. So that is later I'll cover. And return statement. That is inside the method only we will write. Methods I didn't cover later. That's what these 3 we'll see later. Okay. See, up to here, whatever you learn, it is first topic Java fundamentals. Just like a C language. Up to here. Okay. Actual Java begins now. Up to here 1 type. Now onwards 1 type. Now onwards, you need to put more efforts. More than this. Double, triple efforts you have to put. In a Java, for learning advanced Java also, this topic only important. For learning Hibernate, Spring Boot also, this topic only important. For learning Selenium also, this topic only. Further, if you take any other course which is related to Java, for that this topic only important. Okay. So next topic, object oriented programming. Object oriented programming. How many assignments completed? Only 1. Assignment I didn't share. The Google Classroom I shared, no? No. I didn't share assignment. I think first assignment I shared. Not there? Okay, okay. Okay, today night I'll share assignment. Okay, today night I'll share assignment. Or tomorrow morning I'll share. One assignment I shared. Google Classroom link is there? All people? Already shared, I think. You didn't see. First you take a Google Classroom link through admins. You contact admin. Like online students, all people have taken. Online students, all people have taken Google Classroom link. Online students also not taken. So, you're taken? Okay, okay. Just respond in a chat box. Okay. Now see, those who didn't take Google Classroom link, just contact admin. Okay. WhatsApp or contact. Okay. You take a Google Classroom link. These PDF files also I shared. Assignment also I shared. Not there? One assignment I shared, I think. Yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, I'll share assignment. Okay, today night or tomorrow morning I'll share. Assignment I'll share in Google Classroom. Just you contact admin, you take Google Classroom link. Okay, just notes I shared. Up to this control structures I shared. Up to control structures. So running notes also will be there. That PDF files also are there. But in PDF files, these many examples are not there. Just one concept, one example is there. Running notes, many examples are there. Okay. And now, last post flow control statements. Okay. I'll share assignment now. Say on Java fundamentals. On Java fundamentals, three, 4 assignments are there. 3-4 assignments only for that topic. Okay. These assignments I'll share. Today I'll start. Today I'll share. Today or tomorrow morning I'll share. I'll explain how to do also. That is compulsory how to do. Okay. 4-5 days time I'll give. 4-5 days. Now today, next topic, object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming. Okay. Now, it is a most important topic. Now, write it. Java is an object-oriented programming language. 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 First of all, what is object-oriented programming language required? In short, we are calling OOPL. Write it. A language that supports all the principles of an object-oriented programming. Is known as an object-oriented programming language. Say a language that supports all the principles of an object-oriented programming is known as an object-oriented programming language. If any language that supports all the principles, then that language called as object-oriented programming language. What are the principles? See, object-oriented principles. In short, we are calling OOPS. Object-oriented principles. In short, we are calling OOPS. Say first one, encapsulation. Second one, abstraction. Third one, inheritance. Fourth one, polymorphism. So there are 4 object-oriented principles: encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. These 4 only principles. If you open some books, you'll get a 5 principles, 6 principles, 7, 8 also. But according to object-oriented analysis and design, standard principles only 4. Only 4. Okay. Like data binding is a part of encapsulation. Data hiding is a part of abstraction. Extendability, it is a part of inheritance. Overloading, overriding, it's a part of polymorphism. Like if you extract these 4, you can make it as 20 also. Okay. So according to object-oriented analysis and design, standard principles only 4. So 1979, these principles came. 1979. Based on real world examples, they prepared principles. These principles they applied to programming languages. Those programming languages are called object-oriented programming language. Like say C is there, C language. C language, it is not an object-oriented programming. In C language, there is no encapsulation, abstraction, dissolve. So after C, OOPS came. Then C plus OOPS, that is only C++. C++, nothing but it is not a new language type. C plus OOPS, that is C++. So it is increment version of C language. It is extension, that's it. That's what C and C++ both are same type. Whatever is there in C, that is there in C++. Additionally, OOPS are there. So C plus OOPS, that is C++. C++ is a extension of C language. So 1972 C came. 1979 OOPS came. These two combined. 1983 this is released. So first 1972 this one came. 1979 only OOPS came. 1983 those two combined, they introduced one more language, C++. So according to object oriented analysis and design, standard principles only 4: encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. That's it. Okay. Here before C++ only OOPS were there. Before C++ only OOPS were there. Object oriented principle just a theoretical part. That is they applied to programming language. Okay. So in a BTech or MCA, one subject is there, OOAD. CSC, CSID students studied. Object oriented analysis and design. That is only theory subject. No coding, nothing. OOAD. Okay. There only UML language they used. Unified modeling language. That UML diagrams will be there. Diagrams theory. That's it. That is starting introduced. Later C++, Java, C#, Python in all places introduced. So according to object oriented analysis and design, principles are only 4. Now if any language supports these 4 principles, that language we can call it as object oriented programming language. But some languages are there, object based language. Object based language is different, object oriented language is different. What's the difference? Object oriented equal to object based plus inheritance plus runtime polymorphism. So this is a relation. Object oriented equal to object based plus inheritance plus runtime polymorphism. That means polymorphism 2 types will be there. Compile time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism. That is, you'll understand further. Today not possible. 2 types of polymorphism. But object based language, it doesn't support inheritance. It doesn't support runtime polymorphism. So inheritance not supported in object based language. In our runtime polymorphism not supported in object based language. So including these 2 oriented, excluding those 2 or object based, including inheritance and runtime polymorphism oriented, excluding inheritance and runtime polymorphism based. So including oriented, excluding based. Okay, this is the relation between oriented and based. Some languages are based, some languages are oriented, but Java comes under oriented. Which are comes under oriented, which are comes under based, I'll give. Note down. Based language, object based language. The relation also write it, oriented and based. JavaScript, VB script, Visual Basic. Visual Basic script is different, Visual Basic different. These languages are object based. So in a JavaScript, inheritance not possible. VB script, Visual Basic script, Visual Basic. Visual Basic is one language, VB script is one language. JavaScript is one language, Java is one language. JavaScript is not a part of Java. That is also one language. Okay. So JavaScript, VB script, Visual Basic. These languages are based language. Nothing but in this language, inheritance not possible. Runtime polymorphism not possible. Suppose object oriented. Object oriented language. C++, Java, Smalltalk, Ada, Simula, Python, C#.NET, Visual Basic.NET, VC++, -- etc. So, object-oriented language, many are there. C++, Java, Smalltalk, Ada, Simula, Python, C#.NET, Visual Basic.NET, VC++, -- etc. This all comes under oriented. That means all principles are supported. All principles are supported. C++ also comes under based, oriented. So these languages are comes under oriented. Like here, just a popular language list I given. If you write list of programming language, 100+ language comes in the software. 100+ languages are there. Okay, like a popular language list only given. If you type in Google list of programming language, you'll get hundreds of languages are there. Okay. So C++, Java, Smalltalk, Ada, Simula, Python, C#.NET. Here Visual Basic different, Visual Basic.NET different. .NET version is oriented. Without before .NET, object based. And VB script different, Visual Basics different. JavaScript different, Java different. Okay. It is almost Java style will be there. It is Visual Basic style will be there. But these are scripting language, not programming language. Scripting language different, programming language different. Scripting language all not possible. Okay, but programming language everything is possible. Scripting language has limitations. You will study in advanced Java class about JavaScript. See here, Java comes under object oriented. Java comes under object oriented. Next. Here, if you want to learn principles, first of all, you require class and object. Write it. To use the above principles in a Java programming, we need the following language constructs. First one, class. Second one, object. To use the above principles in Java programming, we need the following language constructs. So, if you want to use encapsulation, you require a class. If you want to use abstraction, you require a class. If you want to use polymorphism, you require a class. If you want to use inheritance, you require a class. Class and object compulsory. That means what you have to learn, class and object you have to learn first, or encapsulation, or these all you have to learn. Principles you have to learn. Class and object. Class is not a principle. Okay. Say 1979 principles came. 1983 class came. Before that class was not there. Whenever object oriented principles they applied to programming, then class came. But before applying, class was not there. That's what in C language structure union is there. There is no class. You observe. In a C language, structure and unions. Based on structures and unions, class introduced. That in C++ introduced. Structure, union, functionality extended. Then C++ class came. But after getting class, in a C++, they are not using structure, they are not using union. That's the reason Java developers removed. That's what, no structures, no unions in Java. Okay. If it is not in use, learning also waste. That is the reason they stopped in Java. That is removed. So structures and unions concept is not there in Java. Okay. Now class and object. These two, very depth knowledge required to understand these four. These four means not theoretically, programmatically also. Only theoretically means within a one class you can learn all. Okay. What is encapsulation? What is abstraction? What is inheritance? What is polymorphism? Four definition, four programs, only one class enough. Okay. Like that, if you learn further single program also you cannot write. Okay. Very depth required about these four principles. So in academics, generally what will happen? Encapsulation, one page theory, one program. Encapsulation completed. Like that. Inheritance, one page theory, one program. Over. No logic, nothing. That is the reason students are unable to write programs. Okay. Very depth knowledge required about this. Then any Java program you can write. Okay. After completion of course, if I show any project, in that project, where is encapsulation? If I ask, you should be able to give answer. Okay. What is encapsulation means everyone will give answer. And in a project, where is encapsulation? If I ask, then you have to show. Okay. And what is the purpose of encapsulation? You have to give answer. Why do we need encapsulation? When we have to use encapsulation, then you are perfect in subject. But only what is encapsulation means all will give answer. The definition everyone is by hearting. But where we have to use, when we have to use, how to use, they are not giving. That is happening. So encapsulation word will not appear in program, but encapsulation will be there. Okay. Polymorphism word will not appear, but polymorphism will be there. After getting a job, these are not required. Only coding required. But see, those who are working in a software company, 10 years experienced people, what is encapsulation? What is abstraction? You ask, they won't give answer. What is, they don't know. But they'll every day they'll use encapsulation. But that is encapsulation, they don't know like. So after getting a job different, before getting a job different. Before getting a job, you have to remember all. Because you have to give answers in interview. No? After getting a job, whatever they given task, whether it is working or not, only they'll check. But how you did, what you did, they won't ask. If you copy from Google also, nothing will happen after getting a job. But in interview, can you copy? No. That's what you have to remember. After getting a job is different. Before getting a job is different. Okay. Before getting a job, all you have to remember, you have to give answers in interview, then only you'll get a job. But after getting a job, daily they'll give task. The task, if you search in Google also, okay. Everyone is Google, no? Every day they'll use Google. Every day. Okay. Those are working in a software company. You ask them, will they use Google or not? Every day they'll use. From Google, they'll copy, they'll paste in a project. It's happening. It is not possible otherwise. Once if the Google is closed, all companies also closed. It will happen. Because everyone will depend on Google. Right or wrong, you check it out. After getting a job, use Google also, nothing will happen. But before getting a job, not possible. Okay. That's what you have to remember all. That's what. After getting a job different and before getting a job is different. Okay. Everyone will depend on Google. Otherwise, not possible. Developing projects are not possible otherwise. Now, here, first of all, you have to learn class and object. Class and object you have to learn. Okay. Now, first of all, class. Now done. See, a class is a collection of variables and methods. A class is a collection of variables and methods. Now, today, no need to concentrate on variable and method. Today, concentrate only on class. Only class. Okay. A class is a collection of variables and methods. Now, syntax. Class, class name, open brace, close brace. Here, data type, variable 1, data type, variable 2, like this, n number of variables, return type, method name. What is return type also later? Now argument 1, argument 2, like this n number of arguments. Here statements. Okay. Now it is syntax. It is syntax. Class, class name, open brace, data type, variable 1, data type, variable 2. Like this n number of variables. Like this n number of methods. Collection of variables and methods. A class is a collection of variables and methods. Class, class name. This is syntax. This is syntax of class. Okay. Now, already told, based on real world examples only, principles came. Based on real world example, whatever you are observing in the world, based on that only, these principles came. These principles, they apply to programming languages. Those languages are called object-oriented programming language. That's what, if I teach pure technical about class and object, you may not understand. 50% people may understand, 50% people may not understand. Because you have seen, while teaching what is happening, different answers coming. No? Why different answers? Different way of thinking will be there, different skills will be there. Okay. Like every person, listening skill is different, thinking power is different. That's what different answers comes. So pure technical, if I teach, all people may not understand. That's what some general examples I'll take. Then we'll get a more clarity. But general examples, you should not give in interview. Only understanding purpose. Okay. Now, suppose what exactly class? I'll explain. See, if you suppose now some data. Suppose employee number 101, name of the employee, salary of the employee. Okay. One more employee number, one more employee name, one more employee, that salary, that person's salary. Like this, suppose 3 employees are there, 3 employee numbers, 3 employee names are written, salaries are written. Already know, these are called integer literals. These are called string literals. These are called floating point literals. Study no? Now, how many categories of literals are there? Here, not this one, like whatever I taught. 6. What are those? Integer literals, floating point literals, character literals, string literals, Boolean literals, object literal. 6 literals. Okay. Now, these are integer literals. These are floating point string literals. These are floating point literals. Okay. Now, this information is employees information. Now, this information, if you want to store in a system through Java programming, first of all, you require class. This information, if you want to store in a system through Java programming, then first of all, we require class. For example, now, for storing this data, there are so many softwares in the market. But why we have to go for Java? With MS Word also you can save. With MS PowerPoint also you can save. Excel also possible. Access also possible. With Oracle also possible. There are so many softwares. No? There are so many softwares to store this data. But why we have to go for Java? This information, if you store with Java coding, that information can be anywhere in the world. You can access from any corner in the world. That purpose Java. See, in your home PC, what are the photos, images, videos, audios are there? All you are uploading in Facebook. Okay. Now from your mobile also you can open here. You uploaded from your home PC, but now you can open from mobile also. The data permanently stored in the hard disk, in Facebook server hard disk. Now you can access that Facebook server hard disk from any corner in the world. That type of application, if you want to develop, Java required. Then we have to go for Java. This data, if you want to store in a system through Java, then class required. First class required. You have to create class according to this. outright. Now, say example. Now, class is a keyword for creating class. Class is a keyword for creating class. Can we write keyword in capital letters? No, that's what class. Small letters only. Okay. Class name. Class name, each word first letter is capital and no space between words. You studied notation. Okay. That is you have to follow. Class name is identifier. Identifier rules also you have to follow. Okay. Now, suppose the word also should be related to that information. That is employees information. Then write class name employees information. Otherwise EMP information. Otherwise EMP info. Otherwise only EMP. Seeing that class name only should understand what is that. Okay. Suppose EMP I'm writing. Suppose if I write class name ABC also works, but don't write. Related word. Related word you have to write. Suppose class name EMP. Now, according to identifier rules, is it valid? Yes or no? Yes, valid. After this, you have to select data type. Now, I given integer literal. For storing integer literal, 4 data types are there. What are those? Byte, short, int, long. Any one. Int. Variable. Variable name also, ABC also you can write, but don't write. See that related word. Employee number. Second word onwards, first letter capital and no space between words. You studied, no, that is also variables. Like that N capital. If you write small also works, but don't write. While developing projects, confusion comes. Okay? Because everyone will follow rules and guidelines while developing projects. Project is not developed by one person. Hundreds of people will work together. At the time, your coding, other people should understand. Other people codes, you should understand. That's what all people will follow Sun Microsystem rules. But your style, if you write other person style, if they write, at last no one can understand that project. Like after getting, suppose 1 year you will work. That project is 2 years project. You may resign. You will jump to other company. Other person will sit in that project. Will you understand? That's what you have to follow. Okay. That's what whatever Sun Microsystem said. All you have to follow rules and guidelines. So employee number. Now, like this N capital. Same style, name. Name is string type, but string is a class. First word capital letter. But till I didn't explain about strings. Later I'll cover. Name. Salary. Float. Salary. Like this you have to write. After this, methods you have to write. Methods. Methods nothing but to perform the task. Methods no need to concentrate today. Okay. Now on this data, what are the tasks you are going to perform? That task related words you have to write. Suppose this data I want to accept from keyboard. This data I want to display on monitor. This data I want to send Hyderabad to US. I want to receive. Like that code purpose task method you have to write. I want to calculate bonus. One method. I want to calculate HRA, TA, DA, like net salary, gross salary, whatever you want to do. For every task, one method you have to write. Every task. So on this data, what are the operations you are going to perform? Those all you have to write methods. Now, method you will not understand today. Just empty code I am writing. Just void accept. So how to accept data from keyboard? That is we'll write here. Okay. Next, suppose I want to display on monitor. Void display. Here display code I'll write. Like this one class. Class is a collection of variables and methods. These are methods. So these are variables. These are methods. What is method? What is variable? Very depth later. But this is one class. It is example note down. One example. Class is a collection of variables and methods. What is method? What is variable? How many types of variables? How many types of methods? That is I'll cover later. But you can understand, possible. It is just outlines. Class is a collection of variables and methods. Based on data, you have to write variables. Based on operations, you have to write methods. Is it over? So class is a collection of variables and methods. See the data, how you are going to maintain in a system through Java program. That is we are creating like a class. It is just like a plan. It's just like a plan. How you are going to maintain, that is we are writing class. Now this is, I'll compare with general example. This is I'll compare with general example. Okay. Suppose if you want to construct one building, what is your requirement? Suppose you require 2 bedrooms, 1 hall, 1 kitchen. This is your requirement. Like this, 3 buildings you want to construct. 3 buildings. Okay. Now 3 buildings you want to construct. Like this, 3 employees information. Employee number, name, salary. Okay. Employee number, name, salary. Like employee number, name, salary. Like this we have. It is technical. This is general. This is technical. This is general. Okay. Now technical example, that employees information I want to store in a system through Java programming. For that class required. General, I want to construct 3 buildings. In each building 2 bedrooms, hall, kitchen. Now we have to create a plan. Plan is compulsory, no? Now 3 buildings, if you want to construct same type of building, same size, how many plans required? 1 plan. 3 employees information, how many classes required? 1 class. Okay. Now 1 class only required. Now 100 employees information I want to store. 1 class only required. 100 buildings, same type I want to construct. 1 plan required. Okay. Now this requirement you will give to civil engineer. He will make a 1 plan on paper. This requirement you will give to Java programmer. He will write 1 class in a file. So their paper, your file. Their plan, your class. Paper equivalent to file. Plan equivalent to class. Okay. Now, if you want to construct 3 buildings, in each building 2 bedrooms, hall and kitchen, that requirement will give to civil engineer. He'll make a plan on paper. Okay. The plan, will it occupy any space in the world? No. Plan is our assumption. How we are going to construct a building. Okay. That is our assumption only. That our assumption we are presenting on paper. Class also, it is our assumption. How we are going to maintain. We are writing in a file. It will not occupy any space. It will not occupy memory. But file occupies. File is going to be stored in the hard disk, no? Paper will occupy space in the world. Paper will occupy space in the world. But plan will not occupy. Plan present on paper. File occupies. Class will not occupy. Class will not occupy any memory. No memory for class. No memory, no space in the world for plan. But paper, it will occupy space in the world. Okay. But plan will not occupy. Your class will not occupy. But file, it is going to be stored in the hard disk. It will occupy. Okay. So here class will not occupy memory. Class will not occupy memory. Note down. Whereas file occupies memory. Class will not occupy memory, whereas file occupies memory. Whereas file occupies memory. So just equal class equivalent to plan, paper equal file equivalent to paper. Okay. Now, suppose your requirement you given to civil engineer, he made a plan on paper. Okay. Plan is completed. Plan is completed. Then what you have to do? You have to start construction. Suppose due to some reasons you cancel to construct a building. Due to some reasons you cancel to construct a building. Then what will happen? Plan wasted, paper wasted, engineer efforts wasted, time wasted, money wasted. Everything is wasted. No? Whether you construct building or not, he'll charge money. Because plan is already completed. For plan purpose, he'll take money. Okay. Whether you construct or not, he'll charge money. So plan wasted, paper wasted, engineer efforts wasted, engineer time wasted, your money wasted. Everything is wasted if you don't construct a building. After creating a class, if you don't create object, this class wasted, that file was wasted, that memory wasted, programmer efforts wasted, time wasted, money wasted. Same. So after making a plan, compulsory you have to construct a building. Then only use of plan. After creating a class, compulsory you have to create object. Otherwise, no use of class. Got it? So now like this easily you understand. No? If I don't compare with general example, all people may not understand. That is the reason I'm comparing. But what is class if they ask in interview? What do you have to give answer? Class is a plan is wrong. Don't give answer. Class is a collection of variables and methods. You have to give answer. But class is a plan and file is a paper is a file like that. Don't give. Okay. That is only understanding purpose I'm giving. Okay. If I compare with general example, all people will understand. That is the reason general example. Okay. It is not completed. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Okay. Be regular. Every class is important. One class if you miss, next class you may not understand. Okay. Be regular. We'll see continuation tomorrow.